Someone else who got big paychecks from Freddie Mac is Republican presidential contender Newt Gingrich. Gingrich worked for the mortgage company as a consultant after he left his job as Speaker of the House. Jan Crawford reports the advice Gingrich gave and the money he made became issues today.
On the campaign trail in Iowa, former House Speaker Newt Gingrich was questioned about how he made $1.6 million from mortgage giant Freddie Mac, some of it just before the housing market collapsed.
What did you do to actually earn that
offered
money?
Strategic advice over a long period of time.
Sources tell CBS News Gingrich's relationship with the mortgage giant began in 1999, just after he resigned as Speaker of the House. For 3 years, Freddie Mac paid his company, the Gingrich Group, between $25,000 and $30,000 a month. A second contract with the Gingrich Group between 2006 and 2008 paid $600,000. That contract ended as the housing market was teetering, and with Freddie Mac playing a major role in the eventual collapse. The questions for Gingrich center on what he did to make that much money for Freddie Mac. Gingrich has insisted he did not use his contacts as former Speaker of the House to lobby members of Congress.
Now, some of it was aimed at how do you explain what you're doing and how you're doing it. But I did no lobbying of any kind.
Officials with Freddie Mac confirmed that Gingrich did not lobby but would not provide details. Other sources familiar with the contracts told CBS News Gingrich was hired to talk up the company's government-sponsored business model. In last week's CNBC debate, Gingrich explained it this way.
And I offered advice. And my advice as a historian, when they walked in and said to me, we are now making loans to people who have no credit history and have no record of paying back anything, but that's what the government wants us to do. As I said to them at the time, this is a bubble. This is insane.
Republicans, and especially Tea Party supporters, point to Freddie Mac and its competitor Fannie Mae as a symbol of everything that is wrong with big government. On the campaign trail, Michelle Bachmann jumped on it.
While he was taking that money, I was fighting against Fannie and Freddie.
But Gingrich today said his experience was a bonus.
It reminds people that I know a great deal about Washington, and if you want to change Washington, we just tried 4 years of amateur ignorance, and it didn't work very well.
But with voters sick of Washington, Scott, these disclosures are a reminder that Gingrich was very much a part of that inside Washington crowd, both as a member of Congress and then later as a big-time consultant.
Thanks, Jan.